How to manifest your soulmate in 4 days. I saw this short on how to manifest your soulmate in 4 days. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry that I can't tell you that you can get everything that you've ever wanted in a partner by doing nothing at all. And I wish that I could tell you that hypnosis can do that for you, but I can't. And even if you could manifest your soulmate in 4 days, would your way of being, thinking, and acting in relationships have you doing what you've always done in the past? Because when I come in to a hypnosis session as a therapist with my agenda of helping you manifest your soulmate in a ridiculous amount of time, and I put that pressure on myself to make it happen quickly, things go sideways. Because I notice when I have my own agenda, I get resistance. I feel resistance from my client in what my conscious mind is trying to do. So I don't prepare scripts. I don't prepare the session. I don't even come in with what it might look like at the end. So I could never say, yes, you will manifest your soulmate in 4 days. Because inside of the session, we start with a problem. And that problem, and whatever it is that the client is dealing with, sometimes they have a problem they can't solve. They feel some type of blockage. They feel stuck. Or there's a goal that they just can't seem to get to. They maybe can't even take the first steps towards that goal because there's some type of emotional aspect to these issues. And a lot of times that's what we're trying to get clarity on. What's going on below the surface with something that you feel is possible, like a goal or a dream that you might have. And logically, you know that you've got the capacity to actually achieve that goal. But there's something going on below the surface that keeps stopping you. Or maybe you even straight up sabotage yourself. So you'll start with what occurs to you as the problem with your conscious mind. And usually this is a conclusion that your conscious mind has come to. But if it was the real problem, your conscious mind would have solved that already. It would have said, this is the problem, and with the limited resources that your conscious mind has, you would have solved that already. Like you've solved a lot of other problems with your conscious mind, with logic, with a checklist of things that you need to do to solve a problem or achieve a goal. So when I hear you talk with your conscious mind, I kind of take that with a grain of salt, because your conscious mind is really limited to holding at one time 7 things, considering 7 things at a time, plus or minus 2 things. So minimum 5, maximum 9 things that it can use at one time to actively think about. That's what the research says. So it's using a limited number of facts to think about at one time to try and solve this problem. And I've actually seen in hypnosis I have observed in hypnosis that that conscious mind can get confused with three things, just trying to relate three things together. So I think 9 might be a stretch, but we'll give it to the conscious mind. And it's still, because there's still some problems that it can't solve. And it's usually the really big, important things that keep coming back as a problem. You might try to suppress them, but these problems keep rising to the surface. And maybe it's been that way for months or years. Or there's a goal that you have in mind, but you have so much difficulty taking steps towards that goal that you put that goal on the back burner, or you try to dismiss it. But that goal, that desire keeps popping up for you. And that's an indication, it's a clue that these things are really important, that you really need, that your life would be so much more fulfilling if these things were solved. And so that's why they keep coming up for you. They are maybe your passion, they're very important. And you experience unfulfillment and dissatisfaction in your life because of these things. So they are huge, they're important. And so when you come to hypnosis, you start with a conclusion that your conscious mind has made. And I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because of the limited resources available to your conscious mind. So as the session progresses, what happens is, as we get that conscious mind who thinks they know what the problem is, we get that out of the way so that we can connect with your subconscious. And your subconscious will start to solve these little knots that have kept you from solving a problem or reaching that goal. These might be the reasons why it's hard for you, why you can't reach that goal, why you're stuck in whatever it is you're stuck in. And it usually sounds like a conflict. I want this, but this is what's going on. So there's usually a but or a conflict going on. It's often a conflict between your conscious and your subconscious mind. Like, you really want to take steps towards your passion or your dream that you've had, but something stops you. Maybe it's a feeling of fear, shame, guilt. You don't feel like you have the confidence. There's something going on inside of this conflict. And so in hypnosis, we can actually resolve those conflicts. And then what happens? As you resolve these conflicts, you get insights where you were all wrapped up and couldn't see. You get clarity, and you get these insights that expand what's possible for you right inside this session. And then you often will get an experience. And it might look like a visualization, but what's really happening below the surface is that you're actually having an experience, a learning experience, say with confidence. I've seen people with issues with confidence or phobias practice their desired way of being in hypnosis. And they're actually having an experience, a real live experience that is changing the neural pathways in their brain, literally changing their brain. at the microscopic cellular neural level, creating new literal pathways of learning so that when they go back into their lives, into that same situation where they only had a habit or a fixed way of being with zero choice to do, be, or have anything else, their minds have been expanded. This neuroplasticity, the change in their brain, has expanded their mind. And so when we test at the end of the session, whatever issue they came in with does not occur to them like an issue anymore. It's like say you're broke, you don't have a penny left in your bank account, you have nothing. And inside of hypnosis, you get this huge duffel bag full of cash. And if that happened, that problem that you came in with doesn't seem like a problem anymore, because you have this bag of resources now to deal with the problem that you had. In hypnosis, that bag, that duffel bag, is actually limitless. It's filled with unlimited possibilities. That's an actual quote from one of my clients who went down into hypnosis, saw a door that was closed, and luckily he knew how to open it because he was the one that had closed it in the first place. And when he opened that door in a deep, resourceful state, what was on the other side of that door was unlimited possibilities. And so when you go back to your life, your mind has been expanded. Once you see unlimited possibilities, you see your life very differently. And so whatever the real problem was, like the root cause of whatever your conscious mind came up with a conclusion for, we get to what's really going on in your subconscious. We untie knots, we resolve conflicts, we create new neural pathways, we expand your mind for what's possible for you. That's really what you get. And then you get this knowing. Your brain has changed, literally. Your mind has expanded. And with that comes a knowing that you now have resources to solve that problem or whatever it is that you need to get to that goal. And I don't know what that's going to look like. And you won't either. But your subconscious mind already has the destination. It already has the route planned out to what it is that you truly desire, what you truly want for your life. So that's why if we with our conscious minds say that we want to manifest something for you in 4 days, we can just put that on the back burner. We can just shelve that and discover what it is that your subconscious mind has in store for you that's related to manifesting your soulmate. And you will be amazed with the solutions that your subconscious mind comes up for you, because they always are multi-dimensional. And I've seen it with clients. It's like something that they want that sometimes doesn't make sense, that they couldn't have A and B together. And when I think about it with my conscious mind, I think, yeah, you could never have A and B. That doesn't seem possible. But I've seen it happen in hypnosis, where I've seen the subconscious mind. It works on a principle of positive intention. So it always has a positive intention for you. So when we connect with it, if you want A and B, but it doesn't make sense with our conscious mind, it can solve how you can get A and B. Those two things that you really want but don't go together. I've seen it resolve, and that client has left with a plan how to get A and B. And it is truly amazing. That's why whatever you come in with, whatever problem you come in with, I'm not going to interfere with my limited conscious mind. We're going to connect with your subconscious mind and see what it has and see the amazing solution that comes from that positive intention that it has for your life, your satisfaction and well-being. So don't limit yourself to manifesting a soulmate in 4 days. Connect with your subconscious mind and see what that subconscious mind has for you, because it has it right now. All you have to do is connect, reprogram your subconscious mind with that new destination, and you will move towards that destination with all the resources that you could ever need to get you there.